In this video, we will show you how to replace your ignition control module on the Chevy Silverado with a 4.3-liter engine. This will be located along the passenger side top of your engine. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Locate the air inlet tube. We're going to loosen this clamp. You can either use an 8mm or a flathead screwdriver. Just give this a little wiggle, slide it out of place. A quick inspection, make sure it is still soft and pliable. We'll set it aside. Now that we have that out of the way, we have a clear view of our ignition control module. On the ignition control module, you're going to find that you have one wiring harness leading to it. On the forward side, there should be a small locking clip. Looks like ours is broken. Typically, you just make your way underneath that, give it a little tug away, and dislodge it. Once you have it dislodged, give it a quick check for corrosion. If you see any, it needs to be taken care of. Now we can start dismounting the ignition control module from the heatsink located behind it. This is held in place with two 5.5mm mounting bolts. Ours have been replaced, so I'll be using a 7mm. Inspect that mounting hardware as you remove it. Replace it as necessary. When you go to remove this, you may find that the ignition control module breaks free from the heatsink, or you may find that the ignition control module and the heatsink break free from the bracket located behind there. Let's take hold of this. There it is, friend. Go ahead and remove this and clean it up as well. We'll make sure we clean up the heatsink so it has no debris on it. After that, we're also going to make sure that we clean up the mounting bracket where this will sit on. There's a wire brush, a clean rag. Make sure it's still solid. Okay, let's get ready for the installation of our brand new ignition control module. Before we put it in place, make sure you coat the backside with some thermal paste. Take the ignition control module and put it in place, aligning your bolt holes. Take your ignition control module and put it in place up against the heatsink, aligning your bolt holes. Now we can take this unit and put it up against the bracket, once again aligning our mounting bolt holes. We'll start in each of those mounting bolts and snug them up. Once those are snug, torque those to 31 inch-pounds. You want to be careful not to over-torque these. We don't want to break the bolt off in the bracket. There's one. Double check to make sure it's completely secured in place. Now it's time for that electrical connector. We'll take this and press it in. Typically for this, you want to listen for a click from that locking tab. Give it a little tug to make sure it's completely secured. If your locking tab is damaged like ours, go ahead and use a wire tie. You want to make sure this is secured so it doesn't fall off while you're driving down the road. Let's press this on here. We've got our wire tie in place. Make sure that's nice and tight. Time for the air inlet. Make sure you tighten your clamp. Have the clamp aligned. Use your 8mm. Double check to make sure it's completely secured. Okay friend, we've got our vehicle back together. At this point, you want to go ahead and hop in the passenger compartment. Start up your vehicle, let it run for a little while. Make sure you have no check engine light and no running condition, close the hood, and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.